hive cluster is under attack.
Live for the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remaster. Today for a Patreon cast for the week of July the 8th, 2025. It's going to be Light, it's going to be Soulkey, it's going to be Neo Sylphid. It's a bit of an older replay, but it checks out. Left side, we got ourselves a Light. Right side, we have Soulkey. It's an RJB screened replay, so you know it's going to be good. He was very hyped about this one. So I am hyped as well, dude. So thanks for supporting me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin. If you are supporting me over there for the tune of $1 a month or more, that is tier 1. There are other tiers if you are suggested them and if you're interested. And thanks to recent patrons, man. I don't want to dox you guys, but maybe we can do that without doxing, right? Right? I guess Hans became a tier 2 member. Excellent stuff. And then Cameron became a tier 3 member just recently. So thanks for the recent support. I do love you guys. I do need it because I'm still unemployed, still looking for jobs, but this channel keeps me afloat and the support as well. So it's going to be a TVZ here. Terror the Overlord moving out, scouting the wrong direction, which means that he will be alive a little bit longer, walling off with his Spy Depot at the front. Here is Light. He is going to go barracks, expand, as long as it doesn't see a pool first, man, with his SCV scout. Hatch first. Here from our guy, Soulkey, second Overlord, scouting to see if there's a bunker that's coming up, or an engineering bay block. But no, a little bit too late for an NG bay block there, so just scouting to see if there's a bunker going to be set up. Maybe a proxy of some kind here from Light, but nope, no proxy. Just barracks, finishing up the wall here, or helping finish the wall here. And Steve the SCV scouting the wrong direction as well. Nope, never mind. He didn't see the Overlord. That's an excellent job there by Light. So he's going to scout bottom right, the only other place that there could be Zerg. I wonder if Zergs kind of alter their Overlord timings to try to trick Terran players. We are still playing a blind here, man. Playing blind. That's why there's not an extractor here. If he saw a proxy, he would basically do an extractor a little bit earlier here. And, oh, here we go. Daryl the drone blocking Steve the SCV. No! Steve the SCV slips by. The passion for scouting for Steve is too much. He doesn't see the gas and then expands. Excellent, excellent scouting there. And reacting there. Third base on the way from our guy Soulkey. Still blind. He sent a drone out, I guess, to see if there were Marines coming across, and then he didn't see any, and then just went and set down a third hatch here. He didn't even see this. He didn't even see this wall. But I guess seeing the wall here doesn't tell you what's truly in the heart of the Terran player, right? Because he could be throwing down multiple racks here and not expanding. Okay, excellent job here by Light. Moving out with 2 Marines, 3 Marines, and throwing down a bunker at the third base. Oh, no. Soulkey fans are like, oh, gosh. Oh, here we go. So 2 lings here. Oh, then another 2 lings here. Let's see this micro. Can we micro to kill these lings without losing a Marine? We did lose 2 Marines, but not the SCV and not another Marine here. And can we kill this slow ling? No, it's a little bit too fast. Canceling the bunker. Excellent, excellent defense there by Soulkey not to lose his third base to a bunker. Man, Light, that was an excellent, excellent risky play. Didn't pay off there, but man, I want to see more Terran players try to do that. Maybe against players other than Soulkey, it will work. Again, this is an older replay here. I think this is 2023. So I think it's before Soulkey won his first ASL. So he hasn't quite achieved BONJWA status yet. And yeah, I did like casting Soulkey before he won those 4 ASLs in a row that he's sitting on right now. So yeah, I like Soulkey before it was cool, man. Protecting the wall. Here with Marines. Guns up. Well, I guess guns just there. What the heck? SCV scouting out and saying, how many lings are there? I think we can handle that. And the Marines come out and say, get off our lawn. Second extractor here. We've got ourselves a lair on the way. And based on this extractor timing, a lot of Mutalisks are going to be showing up here in Light's main base. Neo Sylphid, a good place for drops and a good place for Mutalisks because of all the dead airspace here inside your main. SCV says, yes, very good. Third base is still here? There's the Spire. I don't know why. Wow, 2 creep colonies. He sees how many Marines there are. He sees the medics. You've got speed, but that is not enough to stop that many Marines or medics here. We do need sunken help. SCV down, but he already scouted the Spire and sees that it's not quite done yet. Sees 50% done. 2 fire bats in the wall back home. Dude, Light, you are playing this incredibly well. Are we surprised by this from Light? No. No one should be surprised by this from Light. Absolutely not. Not even close. So what do we got here, folks? Marines. We've got medic. I was going to say medics, but it's medic. There's a second medic back home. You going to try to jump on this? No, decides not to. He forced out a couple Sunkens. Not going to try to jump on it. Sunkens hit like trucks, man. I'm actually playing the StarCraft campaign these days. Here on this channel, if you are interested in checking that out. If you go to the channel page and then go to the live tab, it should show you a couple Falcon Paladin plays the StarCraft campaign videos, which you can check out. And it gave me a renewed appreciation for how gosh darn good Sunkens are, dude. They hit like trucks. They have a lot of HP. That's the reason they're used as base defense here in TVZ and PVZ and ZVZ. They're just that great, man. Muta's out. 7 Mutas on the way, but a Hydra Den and a Queen's Nest coming in. So, actually, no, I was wrong. I thought it was going to be a lot of Mutas. Going to be 7 Mutas, maybe 10, maybe a full stack of Mutas here, but not going for like 15, 20, 30 here with an upgrade, right? No upgrades at all, in fact, as the Hive is coming in at 7 minutes from Soulkey. So, Soulkey's having a good time. I don't have any complaints about him at all. He should be happy about how things are going, too. He should be able to handle this. It's a big, scary group of Marines. Maybe like another Sunken would be good. I like the Sunkens at the third base, too. Oh, crap. The Lings on the run by. They do snipe the SCV building the factory. That's going to delay Starport and delay Irradiate, which is something that's so important here from Light. Oh, my gosh. Supply Depot is going to get sniped here, too. You can't out-repair this many Lings, you got dummy SCVs. Why'd you even try there? I'd probably try that. And Light did too, so no, I feel good about it. Sunken. Nope. Sunken would be nice. Muta's taking some hits, not getting any damage off. Third Sunken's going to finish here. He bought enough time with these Mutas to let this third base pop. Man, even a fourth base might be... Yeah, I was going to say a fourth Sunken might be good, and that's exactly what we're getting here. Lurker Aspect is on the way. There is a scan. He sees the third base. Sees a third Sunken coming in. I mean, at this point, are we going crazy Zerg? Is this like we are trying to rush into Ultralisks? Kind of feels like we are, although he's getting Lurkers. If you get Lurkers, you're not crazy Zerging. Crazy Zerg is very much skipping Lurkers. You still make the Mutas. Okay, here we go. Engagement as a Light dances on in here. Fire Bat in the front, not doing a lot against these Sunkens, but taking a little bit of damage, which is nice. The Mutaflock is getting hurt. There are only 4 Mutas left, but still 3 Sunkens remain and only about 5 or 6 Marines. And Hydra comes out to say, I helped. I'm helping, says the Hydralisk, and ka-chow. All the medics die. Soulkey holds the attack. I'm not sure Light should have gone for that, but you know, you got to go for it sometimes, dude. So, science facility on the way. Starport already done. Control tower happening. Another scan into the natural base. See what we're dealing with. There's nothing back here, man. Now, Defiler Mound. Evolution Chamber. Yes. Double Evolution Chamber. Yes. Adrenal. No. Intriguingly, hiding his Overlords back here in the corner is kind of interesting. What's he worried about? Wraith attacks? I mean, getting an Overlord irradiated is the best case scenario. You don't want a Lurker irradiated or a Defiler irradiated or an Ultralisk irradiated. An Overlord getting irradiated is just fine, man. Nidus Canal at the third base. Cool stuff. Is it Hydra meta? Consume's on the way. I mean, especially if you're going Hydra... I don't know. I was going to say, especially if you're going Hydra meta, get Adrenal, but I don't care what you're doing in a TVZ. Get Adrenal. I don't care what you're doing in a PVZ. Get Adrenal. Scourge up to try to deal with the Science Vessels, which are out. Irradiate is on the way. Light knows what's up. He's got factories. And by that, I mean floating out one factory. No mech transition. But again, we've seen Light transition into mech as smooth as anybody in the world can do it. Third base coming up the left side. Like, you're really worried about his Marines. He's crushing it. He's getting upgrades. And then suddenly, before you know it, a ton of Valkyries are out to deal with the Mutalisks, right? And then a million siege tanks show up, and you're like, wait, what? I did not see this coming at all, says the Zerg player as they die. So he had a great game. He did it against Jadong in ASL 19. I still remember that game. One of the greatest ones of the tournament. We had an ultra smooth transition out of the barracks into the factories. So Mito's just kind of on a scouting maneuver. I don't think they really want to kill much. If there's an SCV they can pick off, fine. But Marines coming up to defend those guys quite nicely. Light scans to see where the Mutos went. And Adrenal's getting started same time as Plague. So good enough, right? He doesn't have really many Lings out here. He didn't forget about Adrenal. He just hadn't needed to use it yet. So Falcon can calm his pants right down. Calm them right down. Yeah, there we go. Knight is connecting. Macro hatch, macro hatch, macro hatch. Does this feel like a lot of Zerglings to you? These macro hatches feel just like we need a ton of larvae because we're making 100 Zerglings in this game. I kind of love it. Dark Swarm, Plague, Zergling against all this is pretty freaking fantastic. And what do you irradiate? I guess, like, the Lings? Obviously the Defilers. But when it's just like 200 Zerglings coming at you, you irradiate a couple of them, it's like, okay, you killed like 5 or 6 of them, but there are like 180 left. Not fun to deal with, but that's not really a strategy. Come on, that's a Falcon idea. That's what I like to do, but not something that Soulkey is going to do. It's too inelegant. He's got his lurkers, right? I love how active Light's being out here with these Marines, with these medics. Checking to see if there's an expansion up that way. There's not. There's not one of those. Metasynaptic node is on the way. Irradiated. Golly. Yeah, good irradiates. Dark Swarm comes up. There we go. Out of the Dark Swarm. Fine. This area is a no-go for now. Let's irradiate the lurkers inside the Dark Swarm and try to kill, oh my gosh, every single one. No, missed one. Still a lurker in there, so that's still a no-go zone for those Marines. Fire bats. Yes, we saw fire bats in the first 10 minutes of the game, so it's not even like transitioning into fire bats. I'm kind of surprised that Soulkey hasn't tried to go for a 4th base yet. He's thinking about it. He's staring at it. He's like, boy, this could be so good if I took a 4th base here. And finally he does at 1246. Lurker, Dark Swarm stuff just kind of popping up all over the map like cancerous tumors. Kind of looks like that, right? Look at the map and it's like, oh, it's all green and lush, and then blah. This thing shows up and you're like, oh, some kind of bacterial infection perhaps. Perhaps. Maybe expanding down here too. Minerals are good. He's making, I mean, 18 Lings at a time right now, so minerals are good. Nice Plague. Yeah, no, guys. No, guys. Nope. I don't know why they stood in there after getting Plague. I guess they did kill a couple of units, but that was not worth it. So one Lurker and a Dark Swarm can fairly well defend a base. Fairly well, but Army's in position to deal something about it. Ooh, there we go. Siege mode's on the way. So he recognizes Hydra meta, right? If you see Hydras that are not lurkers yet, start getting siege mode. Start making some tanks. It's not a mech transition. It's just transitioning into something that can handle the Hydras. Simply what it is. Dude, 4th base coming up here too. Soulkey's in trouble, man. The irradiates are so good. There's the Dark Swarm. There's the Hydras inside the Dark Swarm. That Plague catches a bunch of Marines running away with the stim as fast as they can, but this 4th base is hot. I love it. The 4th base of the Zerg just finished. It's not even saturated. I mean, the 4th base of Light isn't saturated either, but it's getting there, transferring, looking good through this base. I was going to say it's in trouble, but holy crap. Nice Plague on all of those science vessels. Good crap. That's some insane stuff there. Grrr. Dead. Machine shop add-on. Little group dead there. So what is it? 165 to 103 supply. The mutas are chasing the irradiated science vessels. They don't care if they're getting shot. Every science vessel dies, and somehow 3 mutas made it out of there alive. Pushing at the front. Dark Swarm lurkers at the front. Splitting out the lurkers as much as he can so they're not doing friendly splash to each other. And forcing every single tank to unsiege. That is the power of Dark Swarm. Drop at the third base. Doing okay. Fine, maybe. I don't know. 2 kills, 3 kills. Hydras don't like engaging this much, but sure, it's enough. And then a drop in the main base. Main base drop. Drone's getting pulled out of this one because there's nobody in the general vicinity to help them immediately. They do come for the natural to save the day here, but what do we always say about drops? They're good. These drops, like, I don't know, C rank drops. Killed a couple drones, maybe. Denied some mining here. It's still 44 workers for the Zerg player, though. He's doing fine. He didn't lose any tech structures. He didn't lose any hatcheries. Right? So as far as drops go, that was okay. But it's Soulkey. Like, maybe you can't get better than a C rank drop against Soulkey. Just a thought. It's another factory, you guys. Could this possibly be, as Chitinous Plating gets fired up, could this possibly be a mech transition out of light? Like I said, he can be smooth with it. But these racks are still fighting. He's still working on upgrades for his Marines. He's going to give them +3. Not that you can't give your Marines +3 and still transition into mech later. It's just the more upgrades you have for the Marines and the Firebats, the less likely it is you're going to go into mech. But Light says, what is that noise? He says, let's not even worry about it. I can go to mech whenever I want, dang it. But again, I just kind of feel like he's adding tanks because of the Hydras. Right? Hydra meta crushes Marine Firebat with Science Vessel support. And then you add tanks and everything changes. Another great plague. Tanks working on a +1 attack upgrade. Still 4 basin to 4 basin with tanks, man. I don't know what Soulkey's going to do about this. I mean, Ultralisks, obviously. Oh, try to get a 5th base down this way. No, you're not. Bam, killed, not canceled. Killed, not canceled. Into the 3rd base we go with tanks. You have 3 Sunkas at the top of this ramp. No lurkers. Nope, maybe going to this base instead, I guess. Nope, didn't like it. Didn't like it. Gonna fall back. Gonna head up to the 12 o'clock. Yes, another base. This is looking great. That's really surprised, actually, the timing on this hatchery, because Neo Sylphid, you put tanks here, and this base dies. And there are tanks. Like, against an SK Terran, no, I guess it's not a problem, but these are tanks, man. Light's playing this like a fiddle. If I had to put money on this match right now at 18 minutes, I would say that Light has it. The only thing that's holding me back is that it's Soulkey. But again, it's a Soulkey that hasn't won his ASLs yet. So, I mean, is he the same guy? I mean, to some extent. But he's not the unstoppable monster. Additionally, I just want to point out that when Soulkey's not at an ASL, he just kind of loses 4-0 to snow and stuff. Like, he's not ridiculous. Are we engaging here without Dark Swarm or Plague? There's the Dark Swarm. Uh-oh, this base is in all of the trouble. I mean, if there were some Hydras here, it'd be worse. But, dude, empty bunker? Empty bunker. Hold on. Get inside the bunker, guys. Or don't get inside the bunker. And, okay. Everything worked out. Didn't have to get inside the bunker at all, fellows. So holding this position. Light is checking this. Oh, man, he wants Soulkey to take this space so he can jump on it. 183 to 144 supply is just ridiculous for Soulkey here. He's in so much trouble. Light, like I said, is crushing it. Crushing it as hard as you can in a TVZ. 7 Ultralisks got fired up at once. This group dies. That's a lot of Ultralisks. There were 7, and then some made, and then he made some more. So it's a lot. Scourge, no. I'm not sure Scourge has gotten more than a couple connections today. Mutas have really been doing this with the Plague. Look at him split the Science Vessels in the front. These guys are clumped in the back, but so what? Engaging in Dark Swarm. Ultra gets in there. Gets a couple nice swings off. There you go. Forcing the Aeon Siege. Running out. Falling back to the Dark Swarm. Doesn't... There you go. Does have the chitinous plating. I'm like, did I misread that? I did. New base coming in from Light, man. He is just expanding like it is going out of style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 the base here. Take that, ComSat station. Nobody likes you. Lings and Ultras jumping on everything. What a huge engagement. The Zerg is crushing through it. I did not think this would go as well as it did for the Zerg, but Soulkey knew. Oh, losing an Ultralisk to the siege tank shots is bad. Into this third base we go. There's a bunker here. Not much else to defend it, but the positioning is good. The irradiates are good. Ultra splitting that guy off to go attack this base. If he can, he's just going to die up here, but he gets a pretty good scout off and kills a Marine while he's at it. This guy's trying to get inside. No, get inside the mineral line. He's dead anyway. I think Soulkey stopped paying attention to him a while ago. 5 more Ultras in production. Soulkey's decided that Ultras are all he needs. This engagement not going to go well for Soulkey. As this one's going better because he's got the Dark Swarm. Ultras kiting, or being kited by siege tanks. Nope. ComSat station's not a bad target. It not a lot of HP. Plus it reveals the lurkers that are still kind of an important part of this setup here. Trying to catch reinforcements coming across the map is Light, but Soulkey says, absolutely not. Not allowed. Not on my watch, the man says. Man chooses. A slave obeys. Name that game. Lings, once again, just kind of running across the map willy-nilly here. Firebat's trying to keep the tank alive. Ling's running into this bunker. If there's enough of us, we can take it down, right? Absolutely. The repair is good, but oh, he gets the bunker, but no Ling survived the death of the bunker. Very close. Ling's forcing a liftoff on the... This is like a 6th base from Light, by the way. 12 o'clock base is up. These Marines are here. They could come down and kill this drone and maybe start working on the hatch if they wanted, but I think Light's hands are pretty much full everywhere else. I don't know if these Ultras are getting that many kills, but they're taking a lot of damage, and that's kind of what they're here for more often than not. Lings continuing to jump up. They have a +2 attack now. The Marines are at a really solid 3-1 with a +2 armor coming in. So yeah, there's no mech transition coming. We're just making 4 tanks at a time in addition to the Marines. Good grief, dude. Soulkey is not making a comeback in this game right now, is he? He is. He is. 44 SCVs remain after all the SCVs that have died here in the last couple of minutes. 50 drones on the map, not the 60 you want. Aha! Remember when I was like, hey, these Marines can figure some stuff out if they want? And then they did. Light was like, oh, I did have a couple Marines up there. That is pretty cool, Falcon. You're right. One Zergling comes over, saves the day. Ooh, almost got the Nidus Canal, though. That was very close. Would have been nice. Is that a lurker in the way of the landing position? Is he putting a hatch here? What is this drone trying to do? Another engagement in the middle of the map. Ah, tanks on the high ground getting dark swarmed. Okay, but, I mean, look at him. He brings the Hydra in, focuses the tank that isn't inside the dark swarm. Splash gets him anyway, because Splash is mean. Oh my gosh, it's a drop at the 23-minute mark. What is going on? 12 o'clock hatch. Down. Okay, this 4th base, though, of Light. Looks like it's going to die here. I don't know who's ahead right now. I think Soulkey is taking some bases away from Light without a doubt, but he's not exactly expanding like a madman himself. He loses the 12 o'clock spawn location. Not enough tanks to handle this many Lings and Ultras, especially not with any bio support. There's the bio support. Irradiated Ultralisk trying to kill as many dudes as he can with his radioactivity. Radioactive man. And Firebat helps save the attack with 4 kills on this 6 o'clock base, which is, again, minerals only, but still very important for somebody that doesn't exactly have a huge bank of minerals. Neither player does. Dark Swarm. Coming up. At this, I don't know, we'll call this the 5th base. Why not? Scourge connection, got one. He should have just kept going left there. I think it would have been okay. This is, I don't know. It's just Ling Ultra at a level that is Soulkey level. Dark Swarm, Lings, Ultras everywhere. Lings are cheap. Ultras are expensive, but they do, man, a lot of tanking. They hit hard on those tanks as well. Oh gosh, base dies. Everything. Zerg dies too. Cool. Reland the command center. Acceptable outcome. This base is not landed because there's one Hydra who could probably be working on this thing if it wanted. But again, there are a million things happening in this game. Neo Sylphid gives us the best TVZs. I am telling you right now. The best around. This base doesn't re-land at all. Zerg. Friendly fire tank splash. Does not kill the tank. He's got 5 hit points remaining. Irradiated Ultralisk. Pondering Life. Looking at a Vespene Geyser. Maybe trying to get high before he dies here. On the Vespene Gas. What do you think? Think that works on Ultras? Blah. Maybe pain relief. Maybe it's medical Vespene Gas. Get him. Get him. Oh, unsieged and saved his own life. What a legend. Armor upgrades on the way for the siege tanks. That does help against the Lings especially. Against the Ultra Tusks, not so much. 26 damage, and you've got, 1+1 plating. It helps against the Lings. We'll just say that. Lings, giant flank attack. Lights up about 30 supply. No Dark Swarm, no Plague coming in here. Light holds that attack in the middle. Overlord speed is not done yet for some reason I cannot fathom. Cannot fathom why. They're getting away nevertheless somehow, I suppose. Hydras against science vessels is like 80% of the reason the Hydra meta exists in TVZ these days. Really is. Finally clears out this 6-kill lurker, and this base is allowed to come down. Zerg player top 12 o'clock. Natural spawn location here. I don't think there's enough here for Soulkey. There's not. He's bringing stuff and expecting to kill, but it's not working. It's not working at all. I don't know what to tell you. Fire bats, I'll get in the mix. Nope. Say the Ultras, that's what they do. So where are we with this? 120 to 100 supply. Soulkey is at 100 supply at 27 minutes. Not ideal. We did not rebuild the bunker at this base. There's a lot of SCVs here, man. I mean, if you could block this ramp with a couple lurker eggs, that'd be totally sick, but nope. Just gonna kill as many SCVs as he can. And then get murdered by fire bats and lings and whatnot. This base lifts off once more. This base is getting boxer maneuvered. I don't know why I always want to say that with a French accent, except for the fact that maneuver is a word we took from French. Any word that ends with like a... any has that sound, right? Maneuver is French in origin. 11 kills on each science vessel. They're going to hold their hands as they go into the night. They did their job. 40 drones remain. 42 SCVs on the map. This base lifted. This base gonna die. So we're kind of trading this one. I don't know. I still think Light's got this thing, man. He's been everywhere. His tank production's been insane. He's been unsieging them when he needs to, sieging them when he needs to. Hatch down. I don't think Soulkey can keep up anymore. I don't think he can. He's only at 38 drones. He just lost another hatch. How do you kill a Zerg player? You kill their hatcheries. Why? Because it's their income and their production. It's like every time you killed a barracks, you also killed the command center with it for free. D-Matrix Firebat on a mission. He's been plagued. And he's been D-Matrix, though, so he'll be fine, I guess. This is not enough of an army to kill this whole thing, but maybe a couple drones will go down. More SCVs dying. RJB was not kidding. This is some high-level TVZ. Insane level of TVZ. What a Patreon game for the week, you guys. How lucky are you if you're a patron, huh? Lings, Ultras, running. It's basically devolved into larva style now, where you just kind of run Lings and Ultras across the map and hope to get stuff done. No, that's not working anymore. It's 107 to 73 supply. I'm staring at it. I'm staring at it. I'm looking at the bases that are on fire, and I'm like, Light has this. He's got it at 29 minutes. He worked very hard for it, but he's got it, man. Look at this. Drones eviscerated. 32, 31, 30 drones. One Ultra comes up and does save the hatch. Firebat with 7 kills before he explodes as a hero. This base relands. And that's it. Soulkey taps out. Light is our winner in 29 minutes and 39 seconds. Holy Holy cannoli. Whew. What an absolutely ridiculous showing of TVZ there for a Patreon. That was incredible stuff. Thanks for sending that in, RJB. What a great TVZ that was. Terrans are happy. Soulkey did not win, man. But, dude, he can't win everything. And again, unless he's an ASL, he can lose, right? Because, again, in Pro League, he loses to Snow 4-0 sometimes. Because he just doesn't care, I guess. Anyway, excellent job there by Light, dude. Just sprinkling in a few tanks, upgrading them, making sure they're on high ground, 4 kills with them, 2-1 upgrades. This siege tank has 0 kills for some reason. And just excellent, excellent macro, excellent expansion timing, excellent killing of hatcheries, man. Hatchery down, hatchery down, hatchery down. Well, maybe not down there, but still. Attacks everywhere, drops everywhere, just keeping Soulkey so busy with all he can handle from a Terran player like Light. And yeah, he plays standard, but he plays standard at such a high level, man. He tried to bunker rush the third base. It didn't work, but that doesn't mean you cannot win. Incredible. Incredible Light win there. 245,000 points at 234 in favor of Soulkey. Is that true? Surprisingly, yes. Wow, so the outproduction and the outkill counters don't actually favor Light that much. Income's got to tell us more of the story here. Raised 8-8. This outspend, yeah, this is it. Soulkey with the outspend by only about 2,500 resources? 1,500 resources? No. No, that's never going to work. That's never, ever, 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 ever going to work. Oh, man. Insane. Like, what an insane showing from our guy. I mean, that's a GG. All right, so well done for a TVZ for a Patreon cast of the week. Thanks again for sending it in, RJB. Thanks for being awesome, Soulkey and Light. Way to get the win, Light. That's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, and I was permanently banned from TikTok for some reason, so not out there. Anyway, go ahead, have a great one. Thanks for watching. Until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.